Hi there, what's up? This is Ketan here. Alright, so this is an informative video for all of you about the free lectures or workshops which we're gonna conduct tomorrow and day after in Pune. Okay, now let me tell you the agenda of this entire workshop or the lectures which are going to be free for all of you on Saturday and Sunday. Now what we're trying to cover over here is basically there are 4.5 months left for CAT, and before that we want to get ready with around about 14 to 15 questions from CAT 18, by the way. So below are the topics which we intend to cover in the next 2 days. So on a priority we have percentages and profit and loss. Now let's try and understand why this thing is quite important out here. Percentages and profit and loss, every year you can expect round about 2 to 4 questions coming from this topic itself in CAT. Okay, you can go back, you can take like round about last 10 years का papers, अगर आप check करोगे आपको दिखेगा percentages and profit and loss short 2 से 4 questions आ रहे हैं. So studying percentages and profit and loss for CAT is very important because you'll be studying on tough level, medium level and low level. Okay, once these things are done, along with your CAT prep, along with your shortcuts, fundamentals, strategy, which question to be taken care of or which question to be not to be taken in the exam. Once you are done for it, you are done till CET, because percentage and profit and loss दो chapters ऐसे हैं जो CAT से लेके CET तक हर exam में दिखेंगे आपको. हर exam में you will see these questions. So it's important to get these things covered as early as you can. So once you understand percentages, profit and loss, you are actually ready for data interpretation. So DI is again an important part of your preparation. So DI CAT से लेके CET तक, I think you should be sorted. I understand that CAT will not be asking you number वाला DIs, maybe एक हाथ set आ सकता है. But when you talk about CAT, ZAT, CMAT, NMAT, IIFT, CET, these are more numerical oriented data interpretations kind of an exams. So there you will be able to solve DIs very well. So we're going to talk about percentages, PNL in a terms of fundamental, basic understanding, shortcuts and the strategy. Simple. Then comes games and tournaments. This is one of the most important aspect of your logical reasoning and data interpretation from CAT. Now, most of the people, they feel that games and tournaments is something to do with CAT only, and these are the CAT oriented topic, but that's wrong. If you look at overall scenario of the exams, apparently games and tournaments been asked across the portfolio of the exams, right from CAT till CET. What most of the people will do is that, being a toughest section of CAT, people will be taking this in the month of September or maybe in the month of October. That's wrong. Rather than studying these things in the month of September and October, what we are trying to do is we're trying to cover this in the month of July itself, because after July, what I want is basically August, September, October, November, I want you guys to only practice on games and tournaments and get mastery over it. तो एक बार ये करके सेट हो गया, इसके आपको नुआंसेस पता चले, स्ट्रैटेजी पता चली, इसके टाइप्स पता चले, इसके फंडामेंटल पता चले, कब ये क्वेश्चन करना है, कब ये क्वेश्चन नहीं करना है, एक बार ये चीजें पता चली, then you are sorted for games and tournaments. So at least try to knock one topic out of your syllabus. Simple. In the month of July. फिर उसके बाद practice. Because once the CAT is done, then you have IFT right after a week, then you have SNAP, then you have ZAT, so on and so forth. So you will not be able to do this again and again. So do it once and do it for all. As simple as that. So games and tournaments is happening on this Saturday. We'll be doing all the important topics under games and tournaments. Trust me, you do this lecture, you're sorted for your games and tournaments till CET. Alright. Then comes geometry. Geometry is one of the most important aspect of your quants. Now, every year, round about 6 to 7 questions coming from geometry. Okay, I'm telling you the upper level, by the way. Where like 6 to 7 questions कहीं नहीं गए आपके. Even if you crack 4 to 5 questions, it's a good add-on to your overall percentile, to be very honest. Now, is geometry only CAT oriented? No, it's not. There are a lot of exams which are actually now asking geometry questions. The tough level of like ZAT or like CAT, even SNAP. You will see even NMAT last year had couple of good number of questions coming from geometry area. So the another important area we are trying to cover in the month of July itself. So you understand this in the month of July, and later on you only practice and practice. That's it. So that's the main motto. That's the reason we have these workshops, these lectures lined up for you guys. These are free. Don't worry about that. So we have lined up this so that you understand these topics early. Now, being important topic, when you practice it, you will understand where you are lacking and then take that area again. Practice, get a mastery over it. So this is going to be happening on Saturday, so the important areas are going to be on Saturday. The important area of geometry is going to be on Sunday, and we're going to beat at you guys on Sunday at the end of the day by giving you loads of strategy, fundamentals, approach, do's, don'ts about CAT 2018. Okay, we will also be talking about mock strategy, how many mocks to be given, when not to give the mocks and everything. So this is going to be a 2 days kind of a lectures for you, or a workshop, or a season that you can talk about. It's purely a quants and logical reasoning weekend, wherein you are been covered for arithmetic, games and tournaments, that's logical reasoning and DI, geometry, which is a part of quants, and the overall strategy of your exam. Fair enough. Now let's move on to the faculties who will be there to help you to get these areas covered. So we have Rao sir who will be taking the lecture. This is me. You'll have Abhimanyu sir who is like from IIT, by the way. So these are the faculties who will be there, and you also get to meet them one-to-one. You can talk to them, share your problems, get a bit of counseling from them, and you're sorted. So the main attempt or the main goal here is, at the end of the day, in these 2 days, we're trying to knock off 14 to 15 questions from this